Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your WrestleMania predictions video. Now, I don't give a fuck who wins any of these matches. I don't really care about this pay-per-view because the build was absolutely fucking terrible. But, let's have some fun. Probably more fun than we'll have. More fun than we might have at Mania. More fun than we definitely had building up to Mania. Let's talk about this show. Let's discuss it. Let's see what might happen. Let's, make this show seem more interesting than what it really is. Let's start off with the pre-show. I probably might not watch the pre-show most likely, but just for kicks, let's predict some stuff. You've got the Women's Battle Royal for Mania. It's not the Moolah Battle Royal anymore because that's steeped in controversy. There's nothing proven or anything like that, but God forbid, if anything is the least bit controversial, don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. I'm going to have to go with Becky Lynch on there because, they've really made, Becky Lynch fade into the background, so this might be a feeble attempt, a cheap attempt at trying to make her seem relevant again. They have no idea it's the women's revolution, but, they have no idea how to build any of these women. So, for weeks and weeks, they've been showing us the Riot Squad. They didn't even show up at all on SmackDown. You didn't see anybody from there. We didn't even see any of these women. Great build-up, right? You get one match with Charlotte. They can't even stay consistent. So, but I'll say Becky Lynch will probably win this one. Make her seem relevant again. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, I wanted to say that Matt Hardy was going to win it. If Baron Corbin wins it for a second time, that would just seem pathetic. I can't believe that they're even trying to, that they'd even put Mojo Rawley back into this thing. I mean, it's not like it's the Royal Rumble. If you win this for a second time, it shows that you're pathetic as fuck. I mean, really, this Battle Royal has got to be the most worthless Battle Royal I've ever fucking seen in my life. I mean, every single guy that has won this thing has gone on to do absolutely fucking nothing with this company. They might as well call it, a career-ender Battle Royal. Because this Battle Royal is just for people just to win it for the fuck of it. They're never going to do anything with any of them. Every single time somebody gets into this Battle Royal, they're never on the show next year. We saw that with Cesaro. We saw that with Big Show. We saw that with Baron Corbin. We saw it with Mojo Rawley. All these guys winning the Battle Royal and going on to do nothing. And we saw it last year. The final two, Jinder Mahal and Mojo Rawley. Jinder Mahal would go on to win the championship, but he'd lose the Battle Royal. How much fucking sense did that make? 2 months after he loses the Battle Royal, he's going on and he's winning the WWE title. Now, who's going to win it? I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that probably Bray Wyatt will come back as a new character. Probably Sister Abigail. Maybe something totally different, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to mean anything, but I guess it could be an alright way of introducing his character. It's going to be sad, though, if they do it, because it'll be forever known that Bray Wyatt debuted his new character on the fucking pre-show. Cedric Alexander defeated Mustafa Ali. Well, will defeat Mustafa. I'm talking about it like it already happened. Obviously, he's going to win. They kept on having this match against Enzo. They couldn't wait to give this boring motherfucker the belt. Well, here's his chance. They poured in all these guys, Roderick Strong, who's it, what's it, whatever the fuck these guys' names are, Kenta, all these Hideo Idiocracy, all these guys, and it still came down to the same old cruiserweights that we had last time. Without Neville, Without Enzo, this division is a bust. It's boring as fuck. It's got no charisma, no character, nobody worth a damn. Brian Kendrick injured. So there you go. There's another guy that has a chance of having some charisma. I mean, there's no point to any of this. They're never going to capture that same magic of WCW. We had all these guys with different masks and everything and colorful personalities. A guy strumming a fucking guitar like a fucking chair like a guitar. You're never going to have that. You're never going to have another Rey Mysterio, a Juventud Guerrera, another Psychosis, another Conan. It's not going to happen, guys. I don't think Conan was a cruiserweight, but that's besides the fucking point. Eddie Guerrero was there. Dean Malenko. You're never going to have those guys ever again. You think schmucks like Cedric Alexander are going to really, elevate this division? It's a joke. They don't even have the fucking balls to put it on the main card. They know it sucks. Alexa Bliss is going to beat Nia Jax. They are not going to be committed to letting Jax win the title. And I don't want her to win the title. If she's going to have this character where all she's going to do is be like, I was the fat girl, I'm a victim, then no, please no, just keep it on Bliss. She's talented. But I mean, man, Bliss started off well last year, but like her stock is falling. They're not giving her an opportunity to cut good promos. They're just, they get progressively worse. I say this with everybody. Just like with Jinder Mahal. He's up high here, and then as the months progress, he just gets worse and worse. Bad creative, bad writing, bad booking, bad everything will do that to you. So I think they'll probably keep the belt on Bliss. Mickie James will probably distract, Nia in some way. Maybe they might distract her with a Twinkie, maybe a Hostess cupcake. I don't know. Maybe sweets are not her thing, but I think they'd probably have to be. They'll hit her in the head with, a Walt Whitman box of chocolates. I don't fucking know. Something's gonna happen, probably. Maybe Bliss will win by forfeit because the Sizzler will reopen and she'll be too busy at the buffet to show up for the match. Just saying. Braun Strowman and Elias, that's gonna be his partner. It's kind of obvious because we haven't heard if Elias is gonna be in the Battle Royal, but I would assume so. Unless it's gonna be the Big Show. That's also another possibility, but it might be more interesting to have Elias. Whatever, they'll probably end up winning. I still can't believe that Braun Strowman is wrestling for the tag titles, and I don't mean that in a positive way. I mean, I really can't believe that of all the things that he can be doing at Mania, he's wrestling for the fucking tag titles when he was just wrestling for the world title a few months ago. He eliminated 5 guys in the chamber. He's dominant. Was wreaking havoc on Raw, big feuds with Roman Reigns and the rest of them. And with Kane and all this shit. And the most creative thing they could come up with is a tag title match. Orton will defeat Jinder, Rusev, and Bobby Roode to retain his U.S. title. Because, I just don't really see a point here. Rusev is just like a novelty act, basically. It's Rusev Day. There's only so many times that can go over before it gets stale. Oh, wait a minute. It's already stale! I mean, my God, when you keep repeating the same thing over and over, and it's the same thing, Rusev with a retarded smile, it's Rusev Day. In English sings it. It's, probably Rusev might have a grand entrance. Maybe they'll have, Jinder will probably have a pretty extravagant entrance. I am predicting that about this match. They'll probably do something with the Glorious for Bobby Roode, and they'll probably make sure that Aiden dresses up like Elton John or some shit like that. You know what? Really, quote me on that. They will probably have some good, cool entrances for these guys, some creative ones, but that's about it. You know, for all these guys, they should be doing something more productive. I mean, you know, it's like showing failure here. Jinder Mahal was the world champion like a half a year ago already. You know, Survivor Series 5 months ago, whatever the case may be. And here he is wrestling for a secondary title. Orton is a 13-time world champion. Here he is defending a secondary title at Mania. Mania rolls around and he's a U.S. champion. Orton will retain, I think. The Miz will retain against Orton and Balor for the IC title. I just don't see it happening with either one of these guys. Once again, everybody in this match has already been a world champion. Here they are years later. The Miz main evented as a world champion. Seth Rollins won the world title at WrestleMania in a main event match. And, you know, Balor is just a blueberry fuckboy. This is going to be his, it's going to be his Mania debut, believe it or not, because he was injured at the hands of, that guy, Seth Rollins. That's the guy who fucked them over last year, right? So, there you go. But there's no reason, The Miz is going to be infinite IC champion, so obviously he'll retain here. The Bludgeon Brothers will defeat the Usos in the New Day. Lots of multi-man matches here. Fatal 4-way, triple threat tag match. I mean, for fuck's sakes. I mean, this is just going around in circles. But yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers will win. Obviously, how are they not going to win unless they get, factored out somewhere during the match? They get knocked to the outside. Maybe the Usos will pin New Day. Just give it to the Bludgeon Brothers already. Let the guys go over. They've been doing nothing for months. Let them do something productive like win. Asuka will obviously beat Charlotte. They're not going to have Charlotte break the streak. I mean, maybe. I've said things like that in the past and then they end up happening. But pretty sure that we're going to get Asuka winning. Then, on SmackDown, we'll probably hear a cutter promo that we can't even understand. I mean, because no one is ready for Asuka. Stop yelling! I mean, like, seriously, we could, we're not going to, even if you speak loud, we're still not going to be able to understand you. It's just going to sound like nonsense, just louder. So, the big dream match that nobody dreamt of. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will defeat Owens and Zayn. They'll probably go to Raw for like a month, even though the brand extension is probably going to end up ending anyway, unless they have a change of heart and they want to re-extend it. I was thinking that maybe it was bullshit. Maybe Bryan and Shane, even though they decided to hug it out on SmackDown, that maybe Bryan will still turn on Shane, side with Owens and Sammy, but I doubt it. I mean, why am I even getting in depth in this shit? Who the fuck cares? It's a Sami Zayn match. But Brad, it's a Daniel Bryan match. Who the fuck cares? I mean, we had to suffer through how many main events with the fat beached whale and the bitch boy cab driver? I'm sick of this shit. I can't wait till it ends. Just do whatever you gotta do and get it out of here already. Holy fuck. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey will defeat Triple H and Stephanie, obviously. After an embarrassing couple of weeks, Ronda Rousey making a fool out of herself on ESPN, looking like a fucking joke on Raw at the hands of Stephanie, putting her through a weak-ass table. I mean, what else is really left here? Oh, just, hand her the victory, I guess. We already knew that was going to happen, but look at the trials and tribulations it took to get here. And not good from a storyline standpoint, but from a very pathetic, hard-to-watch standpoint. I mean, holy fucking shit. All the garbage we had to watch to get to this point. At this point, who the fuck cares anymore? Just, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait for it to be over. AJ Styles will defeat Nakamurphy, I hope. If I see Nakamurphy holding that belt over his head, I am going to probably quit the YWC. Well, I'm not going to abandon my subs, but a big part of me will want to quit. I mean, and are we really going to... Okay, Nakamurphy will probably have an extravagant entrance. He'll have the violinist probably come out. I'm probably going to go to the bathroom during the entrance. Now, I'll probably stay for the entrance because it's probably going to be the only entertaining part. We're going to have the dream match. They're calling it a dream match because I'll be dreaming during it. I'll be fucking asleep. You know, I mean, honestly, either taking a bathroom break or I'll be asleep because it's a dream match, right? Oh, you mean it's a dream match? Like, we're supposed to have dreamt of this match. Like, I can't believe this is happening. No, that's how I would react if I won the lottery, if I won an expensive car, you know, something. If I was met with great fortune, you know, I mean, not watching a fucking wrestling match with no story behind it, just head patting. I mean, you know what? Let's pat people on the head, patty whack, give it. I don't know how the song goes. Fuck it. What a joke! What an absolute joke! This is what we get. I mean, that's build-up right there. Patting people on the head. Oh, it's brilliant. As AJ said on SmackDown, we're far from the Tokyo Dome. Exactly. So why do we have to watch this bullshit? Fuck this shit. This shit should be on in New Japan. You should watch this on the fucking Access channel. Access TV. No, this is Mania. Fucking WrestleMania, my fucking God. Do you guys realize, think back to go watch WrestleMania 17. Go watch how a Mania was meant to be done. You see that Mania right there? You see how great that Mania was? Well, that's what it's all about right there. It's not booked on the show, but John Cena and The Undertaker will happen. And I think that he'll come out as the American Badass, because I think him leaving the hat in the ring and the coat meant that he's giving up the dead man gimmick. And that would be fucking awesome. Because they had a great match, both of these guys, back in 2003 at Vengeance. That was a fucking great match. You want to see a good match? Go back and watch that. You'll see how good Cena was, even at a younger age. I love the American Badass gimmick. I think it's superior to the Dark Side gimmick. I'd go with that any day of the fucking week for Undertaker. So, out of all the matches, this is the one I'm most excited about. It will happen. John Cena will come to the ring. He probably is going to, you know, say a promo for the crowd. Then Kid Rock, who is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. You know, he'll probably play Taker to the ring with American Badass. I will be happy. This will be the highlight of the show. No, I mean, I'll be genuinely happy to see American Badass Taker. American Badass Taker will make the night for me. It will make the show. And I'll probably say the show is better than what it is because I'm probably going to get excited for it. And it will probably be a genuinely entertaining match, so I'm looking forward to that. Then it's going to be Reigns and Lesnar, and I think Reigns will go over as he should. People are saying that, you know, because Brock said he won't be in the WWE, I guess if he loses this match or something. They're not really saying it that many times, but whatever. He's going back to UFC. I don't know, but Reigns will end up winning. Maybe we'll get the heel turn. Probably not. I don't know, but Reigns will end up winning. I am a Reigns fan, but even I have to admit, something's got to be done about his character. He's at a total standstill here. They're getting desperate. They're having him pander to the crowd. You know, it really is like something that they really should have done with John Cena a long time ago. Turn him heel. It's enough already. If you have a crowd booing him every single fucking night that he's out there, instead of saying he's a polarizing figure, turn the motherfucker heel. That's what they did with Hogan when people started to get sick of Hogan and they got sick of the whole say your prayers, take your vitamins shtick. They said, okay, it's time to alter that and do something a bit different. They did. It was probably the best move ever made in wrestling history. Somehow, some way, it's like, you know, it's not like Reigns is selling a ton of fucking merchandise. It's not like we're doing big numbers here. You know, it's not like during the 80s somebody came along and said, let's turn Hogan heel. That motherfucker would have probably been thrown out in the fucking Connecticut Stamford alleyway. They would have been like, get the fuck out of here. What are you trying to do? Cost us millions? You know, as people like to say, it's a different time. So there you go. It's a different time, right? Motherfuckers, oh, it's a different time. It's a different generation, right? Isn't that what we're told 1,000 fucking times? Well, it's a different time. So there you go, motherfuckers. Let's change it. Let's do something a bit different there. Let's actually change his character to accommodate what's going on in reality. Let's stop pretending. Oh, they'll cheer him eventually. No, because they've been booing Cena for a fucking decade already, guys. Do you guys realize that? That since Cena won the title in like 2005, that they've been booing him every single night? So why is it now that, like, it's still the same thing? It's still the same shtick. I could see they wanted to wait around to see if things were going to change a bit, if people's opinion would change, but they're not. So enough is enough already. Let's change his character. Well, there you go, motherfuckers. There's your WrestleMania card. I don't know if they're going to have a separate match for Sasha and Bayley, but who really gives a fuck at this point? I know I don't care. I don't really give a shit if they do or they don't. I'd really rather that they don't. They'll probably just end up in the Battle Royal and brawl there. But there you go, guys. So if you're asking my opinion on what I'm looking forward to most at Mania, it is Cena and The Undertaker and the American Badass Taker and his entrance, if that is in fact what happens. Imagine, though, if they don't even end up having that match. Like, if it just, you know, if Cena just ends up attending WrestleMania as a fan. I mean, that would be kind of fucking crazy. If they end up doing that, I will laugh for days, and I will say this company is fucking finished more meaningfully than I've ever in the past before. So there you go, guys. There's your WrestleMania predictions. I'll see you for your... I'll probably make a video before the WrestleMania review, but that's besides the point. This has been your YWC champ, signing out.